You know, I talk to the people every night. They're professional people who just they cross paths with the wrong people who got them on a list. They started in with this technology, and now their lives are just torn apart. So it's just, you know, it can happen to anybody. My arm's falling asleep. They'll usually hit joints, or like if I'm sitting down, they'll make my legs fall asleep because they're hurting my nervous system so much. Um, but I forgot what I was saying. But you know, I talk to these people every night. We are coming up with angles to stop this, but you know, a lot of people have to be aware of it and reject it and complain about it. The problem is that a lot of people are being murdered right now. A lot of people are being murdered in their sleep by these people with this equipment. I'm surprised that there are people like for non-TIs. I'm surprised too that there are people like this in society that will sit there and torture somebody. It seems like them being anonymous and this technology being so advanced and them getting money is a big propellant. Not propellant. Propellant would propel something away. Is a big no, deterrent would deter something away. Pro, I guess propellants, right? I don't know. Y'all correct me on that. But the money, the technology, the anonymity in already sociopathic human beings is creating this where they will sit there and torture somebody in their sleep and just work on it and put it on automated torture. It seems to get them high. They seem to get a high out of murdering. You know, so non-TIs, I'm as surprised as you. Now I'm not, because I've been experiencing this for, you know, several years, 7 that I know of, and probably tortured before that. So now I know that they do exist, but I would be in the same boat as y'all. I know that you just can't believe in this type of cruelty. This exists. There are people out there who, they're bags of shit with nothing. They have nothing. They are nothing. They're bags of fucking crap with no intelligence. So they get their hands on this equipment and they think that this is their big thing for the world. They think they're giving something to the world by torturing somebody and rape and you know, accelerating a rape protocol for people. It's insane. It's insane, and there are insane people out there. So I want to just warn non-TIs and warn you that we need to stop this. And I'll keep making videos and talking about it. And I know a lot of people would be like, I need to take my meds and blah, blah, blah. Don't care. I've said it a million times. This is happening. And it's like if they hit you with this for like an hour, no big deal. But they sit there and they just do it all the time. So it wears down the body. It cooks your body, electrocutes your body, because they're working with frequencies on the electromagnetic frequency scale. You know, things that are sent to our modems, our smartphones, that kind of energy. They've taken this and weaponized it, directed energy weapons, and they're experimenting on this parallel with InfraGard and the Citizens Corps, which is DHS fusion centers. It's very dangerous. It just pulls in whoever it can pull in, and then they just make up lies about that person. Michael Bell talked about it. He was a great guest on Ella's show. The secret crime or the hidden crime, I think, the hidden crime. I'm gonna get it and read it because he's been a target individual for a long time. He had implants in him and he got them removed in a foreign country. I'm thinking about maybe going to do that because the high pitched sound. It seems like I'm unentraining myself. You know, and they're moving to something else, and I think I do maybe have some implants in my lower jaws. That's where, when people get their wisdom teeth removed, that's where they report getting implants the most, is in their lower jaw, like right here. That's where, you know, I've had lots of problems in my jaw since my wisdom teeth, since I got them taken out when I was about 20. But then the heavy torture with the high-pitched sound, the V2K and stuff, didn't come till like when I was, you know, 28 or something like that. About 28, because it's about 2000. I'm about 35. Yeah, so that's about right. That's about 7 years. So it's about when I was 28, when the heavy torture started. You know, I'm hanging in there, guys. I'm not trying to make a hopeless video. This is how I feel when I wake up. It just keeps going on and on. My body's very tired. The good thing about these weapons is after a while, after an hour, you do start to feel human again and you start to get energy back. But you feel like you're dying when you wake up. And it really, it is doing, like, if your body feels pain like that, then it is doing damage like that. Um, another concern, I'm not going to say fear. I don't want to use the word fear. This is a very concerning situation, and that's being very polite. Like, I need to stop being polite. This is too important. Um, a lot of people are dying right now, being murdered in their sleep by these electromagnetic weapons. A lot of crazy people are involved in this, and they've lost their minds. They're making money from it. Our society is feeding this kind of behavior. It's rewarding very, very bad behavior, rewarding it very, very well, because it's expensive technology mixed in with DHS fusion centers. It's a lot of money. So a lot of people are dying right now. What these people don't realize, and I think a lot of people don't realize, is that no matter how this goes down, people will find out about this, and when they do, there will be war. I mean, there will be a war. There will be fighting and skirmishes and states deciding whether or not to succeed. When they learn about how many people were tortured and for just money, private corporations and the DoD doing this stuff for torture protocols. I mean, to see how they can hurt and psychologically torture humanity more. Consumer products not so much. They're probably, that product where they put that thing on the window. You put this little device on your window and it can make you feel kind of de-stressed because it's sending out frequencies like that. That's the kind of consumer products that we're getting from this. You get sunglasses that they have no earphones on them, but it's bone conducting, like there's sound and it conducts it through the bone in Australia. These are the type of little rat-ass consumer products that people are being butchered for. So wake up, this is just idiocy. And this technology could be used for the betterment of mankind in so many ways that, like, I can't imagine, like, neurologists can't even imagine right now, because a lot of neurologists don't have their hands on this equipment. So I'm sorry guys. I'm not going to apologize. It's a negative situation. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can, but, like, I'm separated from my family. They're in Florida. My brother's in the same city, but we never see each other. I never go see my grandmother, who is getting older, and I need to be spending time with her. I spend a little bit of time with her, but I should be spending time with my family. These people are not only murdering me, but they're keeping me away from the people that I love, and this is happening. It's not some kind of mental illness. I've never been mentally ill my whole life. I'm not imagining these weapons. I get on phone calls with professional people who, had some of them still have their jobs. They still have professional jobs and are going through this. Nurses, physicists the other day, promoters, teachers, just everybody you could think of. What are you doing, Pepper? So just non-TIs, this is dangerous. Please learn about it. We've got to stop it. And I know I keep repeating myself over and over again, but I know that not everybody sees all my videos. I'm going to go ahead and transfer some of my older videos to Facebook. And I'm going to put these new videos up, and I may actually make another video today. I seem to feel better when I talk about it, because I feel very, very isolated. I have friends that I can go hang out with, but the kind of pain and the torture and the V2K, it seems like I'm getting out there to do stuff, and I don't know what's going to happen, so I don't know how much pain they're going to put me in, so I stay away from it. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to, because my friends love me, they accept me, and even though they don't believe in this, they believe in me. That's good enough for me. It's good enough for now. But people really need to learn that this is true. It's not something that I made up. It's not a new mental illness. You got to think about this, guys. Okay, how likely is it that there's just some kind of new mental illness out? Since 9/11, since the Patriot Acts, people just started having a new mental illness where the government was surveilling them. It just popped up in their heads. too many movies and stuff like that. Is that more likely, or is it more likely that there is the stuff that we use for our modems and our cell phones? They've taken this and they can target a human being with it. They've taken this, electromagnetic frequency energy, and they've turned it into a weapon. How likely is it? How likely is it that the DoD has taken something that can burn a body and turn it into a weapon, and they're experimenting with it, versus some people just coming up with a new mental illness? Really ask yourself. Really ask yourself what's more likely. Please be logical about this. We have to be smarter as a society. Technologies are out that are more dangerous. There are more dangerous people out there because there's been these divergences in philosophies where people in these fraternal organizations, and they're in these little niche ways of life. They're very violent, and they seem to not have consciences. So we have people have diverged. There's a regular above ground America, like me and you. We've been taught by our parents, you tell the truth, you help people, you make money by giving products or services or helping charities or whatever, and you get money back, and it's fair and it's good business. You help America, you believe in the Constitution and freedom. There's that. Then there's this whole underground. There's an underground America where people are murderers, and if they can get away with murder, they will. And they think that kind of people are viruses on the world, except they're not. They think that people need to be kind of killed off, but they're special and they need to stay on the world. They're insane. There are insane people in the world now, and it's diverged like that. Over the past a lot of years, probably past 50 years, it's been happening. And people are raised with really weird philosophical beliefs. I'm a Christian. I think there are lots of people, Muslim, Jews, Buddhists. They're very spiritual. They're very good. They believe in peace and they believe in truth. There are people with weird philosophies and religions that are very bad, and they're bad for people. And it's not it's like paganistic, and it's okay to kill people and stuff like this. And that's okay. It's okay as long as they're okay. They can murder as many people as they want. This is insanity. We've got to realize that these divergences have happened in humanity, especially with technology, with the advancement of technology, how close people are with, communication. These things have happened. These weird, bizarre things have popped up. I'm getting to about 30 minutes, guys. I'm going to put that other video up, and I'm put this video up so I can be doing some work. I'm going to try and get up a video project, get up and just try and start doing some stuff. And I'll probably make a video. I may start making videos after the conference calls to say what was said on them, so that we can just start getting that information out. Neil's going to have a call tonight, Sunday night, at 8 p.m. Central at 134-999 on TalkShoe. That's 724-444-7444. There's a schedule for the phone calls at informationfortis.wordpress.com or .org. I don't know. I'll try and put that in the comments, but look that up. I love you guys. God bless y'all. God is behind us. We just got to be patient. I feel pretty hopeless when I wake up because this is every day, but once I get going, it's not the most time for me. So I do believe in God, and I believe that He gives us reprieve, and He did with this grounding blanket that I'm laying on. Grounding is very important because they go from microwaves, they go along the electromagnetic frequency. So if you start blocking something and then you start feeling really bad, like in a couple of months, you've got to realize that they have a sliding scale of frequencies. And so maybe come up with another idea. Maybe grounding, you're doing a lot of that right now and you're getting burned. So maybe do something for the microwaves. Rubber mats is good for the electrical part of this energy. Somebody said you put rubber mats around your head, so I'm going to try that when I get some money. All right, guys, I'm coming up on 30 minutes. I love y'all. God is behind us. Let's stay hopeful. I'm complaining. I'm sorry, but I'll see you guys on the next one. I love y'all.